Welcome, it's great to have you here. Today we're comparing two electric foam sprayers. The development is really taking off right now, and more devices are hitting the market, and we're testing a lot for you. We're testing two models that are actually in the same price range, around 100 euros. Specifically, we have the Carton foam sprayer and the eFoam Pro. And we're going to take a detailed look at them now. You both know the sprayers inside and out. You know the features, you know the spray pattern, and everything that comes with it. In this comparison, I just want to see what it really looks like in practice. You all know the facts and figures. You can compare them all, filling quantity and so on, battery, capacity, and everything that goes with it. But today's test shows the reality. How quickly can you spray a vehicle like this? How well does the foam cover? That's already the second point. How long can I spray in total? How long do I actually need in total to spray the entire vehicle? Because that's really what it's all about. So, how is the handling of the foam sprayer? How well can I work on the vehicle? Do I have to spray for a much longer time? Does one run out much too quickly? And that's what it's all about. And we're going to test that out together now. And then you can choose the foam sprayer that you like better. Let's go, have fun. I'll first show you the data and facts. So a little overview table, so you have a quick summary here between price, capacity, battery power, and everything that comes with it. And there you have everything nicely summarized here. And next we're going to take a look at the setup. You can take your time to look over the table now. We have the same usable amount in both. That means 1.5 liters in the IK and also 1.5 liters in the card. In the card we have 70 ml of our Sonax Foam Invasion in it. I still have that one over here. And we have 25 ml of Sonax Foam Invasion in here. So we already have a different dosage there. Here's the dosage recommendation. And here we also have what I've always found works very well for me. Then we have the white nozzle in here, and here's the medium strength nozzle. And now we're just going to use both, one after the other. I'll start with the card and go over my vehicle now. That means it can rest a bit for now, and we'll put the device to use. And then let's see how long it takes. How long can I spray, and how effectively am I working with it So using it as intended. That means very little distance, because we really need to get down to about 20 to 30 centimeters. And with the IKR, we can really step back quite a bit and also scan a larger area, which is really where the two differ significantly. And that's what I want to find out together with you in this video today. So let's get started. You see, I've already tested a few other things, more on that later, but you can see your vehicle is completely without foam, just a little bit here on the windshield and here on the side, but that's all already run off. It's collecting at the bottom. So now I'm going to spray the vehicle completely, and we'll take a look at it. But before we take a look at this on the car, I've prepared a little test for you. I filled both of them with 1.5 liters of water, just like we did doing it on the vehicle. This whole thing is now in time lapse, and I've let them spray continuously side by side to see how long they can really spray in one go with their full capacity. And you can already see here, we're now at 1 minute and both are completely spraying now. Everything is empty of content. And we can also pull out the facts again. With the IK, we have a spray pressure of about 2.7, a maximum of 3 bar. But I think it settles at 2.7. And with the card, we have about 0.6, 0.7, as it also states in the data sheet. And you can see here, at 2 minutes 40, the IK breaks off and the content is simply gone. And the card can spray for even 3 minutes and 40 seconds because it works with much less pressure. So that's definitely a whole minute longer that you can effectively use with a smaller spray angle and also less foam. And you see, I'm still talking on the side. You really have to get very close to achieve a very thick spray. You can see it here. Let's continue on the side. I'm now about 20-25 sim close. The order doesn't matter, we just need to spray the whole car.
Helgen, let me take over. I'm going to the back.
Now the spraying is slowing down. Hold it straight again to get the last bit out. But now it's not enough anymore. Okay, you saw I really struggled with myself not to go faster because I already noticed, oh, the level is getting lower. But I still need to get around the car. And you see we have, and I hope I really did it nice and evenly everywhere. So in terms of the foam formation, even I didn't go too fast nor too slow because I actually want to find a compromise between a covering foam formation and I want to achieve as much as possible. So it's not that easy, but I didn't manage to spray the hood, the entire front, and here the fender, the side, and the side. And I know some of you would immediately say, yeah, Sebastian, you sprayed too slowly, but you see, if you go any faster, you hardly have any effectiveness foam on the car here because you just have a very, very small spray angle with this 0.7 bar. That means you can already see here after some time what really is left of this foam in the end. And here at the back, we were just at the rear and you see that's really, in the end, really very little foam. And here we just went over it one last time and I'm filming myself doing this completely. And you see, I didn't manage to do it because it really sprays so slowly. I couldn't get around the car with 1.5 liters. And feel free to write in if I was too fast or too slow because everything has its pros and cons. If I had gone over it faster, I might have managed it, but then I would have had even less foam here than I do now. At this point, I don't have effective foam left, and I've always tried to ensure it forms a nice, even layer. And that has worked about 80% of the time. Sometimes I have to go around the corner quickly. Once, I quickly went around the back here so I could still get something done, but I can't get around a normal-sized vehicle with 1.5 liters. And I have a nice, at the beginning, really nice, a covering layer of foam. I have so many spots everywhere where the paint is already showing through. And even after a short time, this is starting to break down. So, because you have 1.5 liters and this very, very small spray angle and the short distance, it just takes you a long time to spray the whole vehicle. Can you please write if you use the device and if you charge it to get around a car without any issues? And also to spray everything really nicely and evenly. Well, I didn't know what else I should do differently. I walked evenly. All right, I'm going to wait a few minutes now and let this drip off a bit. And then we'll go over it with the Micra. All right, I think you can see the difference here too. Trying to work as thoroughly as possible. I'm going to go over everything now. I was also able to spray the front twice. We were also long at the back, both at the top and the bottom. Sure, here on this steep edge, it just runs off. Normally we started on this side here, and we had already put foam on before. But one thing is clear, I'm going to move forward here. Both are at 1.5 liters. Pretty tight, dosed. I already mentioned that in the individual test for the IK. If it had had 500 ml more, I would have been so happy. But here there are very clear differences in terms of spray duration. The effective usage time, and now more on that in the conclusion. I was able to work extensively and really intensively with both. And here it's also a bit of a matter of taste, what you prefer in terms of handling. They simply differ, both completely in the spray angle and the distance you need to choose to achieve the most even foam coverage. With the Carton, you really need to get within 20 to a maximum of 30 centimeters. Andreas has already shown you that in the video, and you've also seen it in my videos. As soon as you step back too far, which we're all used to from the standard foam sprays that have been on the market so far, you just don't get a nice coverage here. Even coverage. Accordingly, you must completely get used to it when you work with it. You need to get very close, pull a lot of individual lines, otherwise you'll end up with a very, let's say, patchy foam coverage, in the sense that the paint will show through, and you really need to pull several lines. We already know the IK, right? Electric pump variant. And you know, with this 3, with bar pressure, you obviously have much more output, so it sprays noticeably faster. Empty, that means if you just place them side by side and spray, the Carton lasts longer because at 0.7 bar, it sprays for a longer time, while 3 bar pushes the liquid out much faster. Out, but more pressure also means a wider spray angle, and in the end, more product quantity. That means you have a larger spray angle, plus you simply have more product that you apply in that area. And that part says stop, just a smaller spray angle, get very close. Because as soon as you step back too far, it starts, you know it, do you have it everywhere? These holes show through the paint. So the areas of paint that aren't foamed, that means you need to pull a lot of individual lines to do that. And if you just want an even foam coverage and really want to spray it on nicely and evenly, if you want, we've seen that now. With this amount, if I have that as a requirement, I couldn't get around the vehicle with it. So with a large vehicle, let's talk about that now. Audi Q5, Q7. That's kind of my reference when it comes to car sizes. We don't even want to talk about large pickups. If you just want to spray everything a little bit, then you'll manage just fine with that thing. But if you're used to this normal foam spray pattern where you have a nice even foam coverage that slowly moves down overall, then you'll have to pull so many lines with that thing and work so slowly that you just won't get to the finish line at all. Before, the part is completely empty. But in the end, when you actually use it on a vehicle to really go all the way around, it's just damned difficult. And that's why the IK clearly wins in this comparison for me. Because what do we benefit from? As many features as possible, as many high numbers as possible, regardless of who has more or less of them. I don't care about that in the end, because in the end, it's about how they work on the vehicle. And that's my preferred spraying technique. Here, with the IKRA, feel free to share your opinions, also on the topic of even foam coverage, spray duration, handling, and also about my spraying technique. You can write that down. I actually got everything covered and sometimes even sprayed here twice. I hope that was understandable. And that's why, thank you very much for watching. For me, the IK is clearly ahead here, although it could still do with 0.5 liters more. Too bad, Ike, you could have added another point here. It's exactly the same with the cards, but if the spray pattern were the same, which it is, there should be at least another liter available, so 2.5 liters, to ensure I have a proper covering foam pattern. Until the next video, you're Sebastian. Hey guys.